Jumping from a content writer to a content creator here on YouTube has changed my life. I've learned a lot of invaluable lessons which contributed to me being happy and in the end, me making a lot more money as well. It's not your regular start an affiliate marketing, start a YouTube channel kind of video. We are diving deeper. This video is based on my invaluable experiences both from my own life and by reading a lot of books as well. So hi all, welcome to the fourth video of the Personal Finance 101 series here on MarketFeed, where we'll be talking about having a fresh perspective on making money and how you can increase your income. The first learning that I've had is on the concept of time. The concept of every single person has 24 hours in their life and we are all equal is a flawed logic. I would say we are living in an unfair world where a person who has to cook, clean, look after their kids, they do not have the same 24 hours as someone who does not have to do any of it. Just think about it, and once you understand this concept, then you will understand the value of time and what all are the things that you'll need to do to take control of it. So understand that time is unfair and that you can manipulate it. A lot of things in your life can be delegated and you can free up a lot of time. Because if you do that, we can get into the next points which will help you make a lot more money in your life. Now for the second point, let's talk about finding your niche. This can be a tough nut to crack because this requires a lot of experimentation and a lot of trial and error as well. But the guiding quote that I found here is, do what you love and you'll never work for a single day in your life. So try to ask yourself what are the things that you love and how you can build a business or how you can monetize it. For someone who loves app development or how the apps work, it can be designing and even coding and learning app development. For someone who is into just organizing things, keeping things neatly, it can even be a business which helps people organize their homes. When you're in this journey of finding your niche, you'll have to sit down by yourself for quite a lot. You'll have to talk to a lot of people. You'll have to ask yourself, what am I good at? What do I love doing? And then you'll eventually figure out an answer here. Here you'll have to set goals, you'll have to set timelines and set a clear path forward to how you can make this niche or your passion your profession. And only if you have the natural passion and the clear vision can you keep on going ahead with it with a lot of perseverance. And once you have the true passion and the clear vision, you can persevere through it and you'll have the interest to discover a lot more opportunities that will end up with you making a lot more money in your life. Now let's talk about the third skill or the secret sauce to making money, which is upskilling. Here you'll have to understand that there are two kinds of upskilling: learning a whole new other skill and then focus upskilling on the other side. In the example of learning a completely new skill, you can take the example of a sales guy who's learning coding. And once this person learns coding, he can jump to a new profession, a new job, maybe inside the same company or to a different company altogether. Oftentimes, career jumps are what truly put you in a position to bargain your salary or even make a lot more money with your life. You can do this if you're a business person as well. You can upskill in a completely new niche which you don't understand, and whatever you were doing till then, you can delegate it to someone else and take your life forward. But if you have already discovered your niche, you would want to look into the focus upskilling part. Take my example itself. I was a content writer before, and on top of that, I built this experience or the skills needed to talk in front of the camera confidently. If you're doing business, this may end up you taking this to another level. And if you're doing a job, this may help you get a promotion, which both can help increase your income. Again, I'll give you a fresh perspective here. The highest jumps in your income comes between the ages of 24 and 30, and I'm talking based on pure statistics. Why does this keep on happening throughout the entire world? Why is this trend being followed? What I understand is between this age that I would call a young age, people are more likely to rediscover themselves. They are more likely to experiment with a lot more things. Do you remember when you were in school and you went off for vacation, and once you got back, you saw that one friend who was completely different? His hairstyle would have changed, his hobbies would have changed. What happened? He decided to reinvent himself or rediscover himself. But what if you can do this throughout your entire life? Life is a constant learning journey, and only if you upskill and reinvent yourself from time to time can you stay relevant in this tough world. Again, for finding your niche and upskilling, I would refer to the book Ikigai, which taught me a lot about understanding the true meaning of life and what you're truly interested in. So that's all about upskilling here as well. Now let's get to the fourth point, which talks about taking calculated risks. Just as we talked about reinventing yourself, rediscovering yourselves, you'll have to take calculated risks throughout your whole life if you want to keep on moving up. And in my example, I had a very safe job offer before deciding to join MarketFeed. And if I went through that career path, I would have gone through a natural progression of it. But here I am, who took a risk, and this ended up really well as well. It could have also ended badly. But eventually, when you start taking calculated risks more and more in your life, you'll understand that you'll be going in that upward trajectory itself. For a business person who's running a car wash shop, it can be a service or it can be a new product that he is introducing, like a car perfume, which he can sell to his existing customers. Or it can be hiring a new person as well, as we talked about earlier. Delegating can also be a calculated risk that you take in your life so that you can expand your income. Now, the fifth point is kind of personal. It's talking about how you have to be respectful to everyone. This does not mean to be nice and to be taken advantage of. This means that every single person that you encounter in your life, you do not know how you are going to interact with them in the upcoming days. Suppose it's your clients, if you're a business owner, suppose it's your clients, it might be your supplier, it can be another business person that you know. These may be the people who are more likely to get you a lot more sales tomorrow. If you're someone who's working in a job, just being nice to everyone will surely benefit you. I wouldn't say being respectful would automatically open a lot of doors for you, but doing this will help you open those doors more easily. Once you have the right opportunities, they will think of you first and you will get the first business. Or at the very least, you will end up being a better person and a win-win happens. Now, the sixth point is investing for the future. Now, when you hear this from a lot of financial influencers, what they'll tell you is buy mutual funds, buy stocks, and start investing for the long term. I will tell you the same too. But at the same time, I would add that you would also want to think about your health and your productivity levels as well. As we talked about in the previous video where we talked about good loans versus bad loans, certain investments like maybe buying a good chair for you to sit on that is comfortable, doesn't give you back pain, or giving you or buying yourself a new laptop which can surely enhance the productivity in your current work, it can be definitely beneficial in the long term. So when you hear invest for the future, don't just think about investing in stocks and mutual funds. You anyway have to do that. Think about all the other factors that will contribute to increasing your income in the next 5 or 10 years. So doing all this will ensure that you live up to your potential and you will end up making more money in the process. In the first video of the series itself, we had talked about how personal finance management is a long journey which involves making money, managing your money and growing money. And when we talked about managing money part, a lot of you personally requested me to make this how to make more money part as well, and that is all that we have to discuss today. Make sure in this ever changing world you're also changing with time, and this will ensure that you keep on making more and more money in your life. This is Ajay Adit signing off. See you in the next video.